Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 224 of Weather Weekly. Good to be with you here. Hopefully you had a wonderful Easter weekend where we had dodged some rain, but we did have at least some dry time as well. And we have kind of started to flip that switch a little bit to more mild conditions, at least. And you will see that here coming up in the extended forecast. For the first time in a while, I don't see significant cool downs, nor do I see any frost potential here coming up in the short term. Doesn't mean we're out of the woods just yet. Again, the old adage is you wait till Mother's Day to plant. I know a lot of people like to do it a little bit earlier than that, but we are seeing at least some signs that we're getting some consistent warmth, and it's been a long time coming, right? We had even a few bouts of cold earlier in this past week, with highs barely getting into the 50s and overnight lows getting below freezing. So nothing of that, at least for this upcoming week. However, we may have to dodge some rain from time to time as we go into this week. We'll kind of walk you through that here in the week ahead. This is for April 21st, 2025, the last full week of the month of April. We'll talk about that coming up next on Weather Weekly. All right, let's go ahead and start with Monday, the 21st, as we head back to work and school here. And we're going to be kind of in the wake of the weekend system that we had to encounter over this Easter weekend. Cold front dragging through, pretty tight pressure gradient for your Monday morning specifically. Showers and thunderstorms. There could be a few gusty storms here. But really, this line had a lot more pop back out to the west. This is mainly an overnight event. And so while many of you are listening to this, it's just likely going to be long gone or close to it, the rest of the day, because I think this will be just kind of in the morning, showers and any thunder that's around should start to taper off as we start getting into, say, after lunchtime. We should be seeing decreasing clouds. A little gusty, winds around 25, maybe 30 mile per hour gusts. But high temperatures are going to be ranging between 65 and 70 degrees. So it is going to be quite nice once we get the clouds out of here. No problems for Monday night. Should be dry. Winds will start to ease up a little bit. And lows will only drop into the 50s. So should be fairly comfortable. Tuesday. Tuesday is the 22nd. More of what we call a zonal flow. That means the pattern's kind of flat. And that usually promotes dry, pleasant weather. And we're probably going to be looking about above average temperatures starting to kind of settle in here through the middle of the week. Look for clear to partly cloudy skies in the morning. Should see plenty of sunshine for the afternoon. Wind's not a huge issue. And should see highs near 70s or into the 70s. As we go into the afternoon hours. National Blend of Models has our high up to 74 for Tuesday. No problems Tuesday night. Clear skies, light winds, comfortable temperatures, and lows into the lower 50s. So that should be quite nice. Wednesday the 23rd. Again, the pattern stays pretty zonal, pretty flat. So that means dry, warm, in fact, warmer, as you have a ridge continuing to just strengthen and hang out over central Indiana. So again, sunny skies in the morning. Should be a nice start to the work and school day. Numbers are going to be into the 50s and possibly even low 60s. I've got us into the mid to upper 70s for Wednesday afternoon. Light winds should be very comfortable and pleasant. Going into the evening and overnight of Wednesday, again, lows will only fall to the upper 50s and lower 60s. Should be light winds. Should be a nice night to have the windows open. Thursday, the 24th, we'll start to kind of see a shift in the pattern flow here. We get a little bit more Gulf moisture coming in, more of a southerly or southwesterly flow. So this should increase our precip chances. Probably partly cloudy in the morning of Thursday. It will be a bit more muggy as you get more of these, more of the southwesterly flow coming through. There will be some showers possible. Right now it would be late in the morning in western counties of the state. More widespread rain or scattered showers would become more likely for the afternoon. And then actually heading into the evening, we're still having highs into the mid-70s. So that'll be nice. Doesn't look like it's going to be a severe weather risk out of this. Showers and thunderstorms would likely continue into the evening and overnight hours of Thursday. Lows will remain mild into the low to mid 60s, staying pretty muggy as well. Slightly some gustier winds as the system kind of moves on through. Friday, the 25th. Now you'll have a surface low that's going to kind of strengthen along these boundaries here. And that will also bring a more increased chance for showers and thunderstorms for Friday. We'll continue that lingering rain from Thursday overnight into Friday morning, it appears. Temperatures will start off into the 60s. It's probably going to be pretty muggy. Showers and thunderstorms potentially on and off through your Friday. There might be some breaks, but I do think there's going to be a good chance for some rain at any part of the day. And there will be some potential for heavy rain and spots. Potentially some gusty winds, 25 to 30 miles per hour. Still warm. Highs will be in the mid-70s. We'll start to see some of that rain tapering off by Friday night after dinner time. Probably more likely for rain early in the evening, but as we get deeper into the evening and overnight, we'll start to diminish some of those showers and storms. Lows will still hang out in the low 60s, so a little muggy still and still very warm. Let's head into the weekend. Saturday the 26th. You're going to have a cold front moving through. Right now, I don't see any severe weather risk, but there is going to be the potential for maybe some heavy rainfall. And obviously, if you get the rain on Thursday, get the rain on Friday, you're going to be a little bit overly saturated. So now you're going to shift to maybe some flooding issues or flooding concerns. I noticed, even though, at least down around me, we didn't have a ton of heavy rain over the weekend. There's still plenty of standing water in a lot of the agricultural areas. And that's from the rain we've had the past, 2.5, 3 weeks. So we've not yet been able to completely dry all that out. So we are overly saturated. But anyway, going back to Saturday, scattered showers, possibly some thunderstorms. Heavy rain is going to be the main threat here. That will be in the morning. I do see showers maybe tapering off by the afternoon. So maybe not a complete washout for the day. And highs will top out into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Saturday night looks dry. Lows will fall to the 50s, so a little bit more comfortably cool as we head into the start of next weekend. So there you go. It's going to be kind of a busy week, especially till near the tail end of the week. But the good news is, as of right now, I don't anticipate any significant severe weather. We could have maybe a sneaky gusty wind threat in some of those late week projections, but overall, I'm not overly concerned. 7-day rainfall isn't terrible. About a half an inch around central Indiana, maybe closer to an inch down along the Ohio River. And that is manageable. We do need some time to dry out, but that's water that we can take on, and it shouldn't penalize us too much. So that would be a good thing. All right, so that's the week ahead there. But you've noticed that we stay very, very, very mild. I think the coolest day that we have up and coming is probably either going to be Monday or Saturday. But both of those days we should have highs around 70 degrees. So that will be very nice. All right, we'll put the wraps up on this podcast and look back where we stand for the month of April and do the 8 to 14, all the stuff that we always do there at the end of the podcast. That's coming up next here on Weather Weekly. All right, let's talk weather stats, shall we, for the month of April, which obviously has been exceptionally wet here in central Indiana. We added a little bit more over this past week, although thankfully not as much as what we've had kind of in the first half of the month. We stand right now, now this is through Easter Sunday, 7.18 inches of rainfall. That is on the plus side of 4.5 inches. Normal value should be around 2.67. Last year this time we were running pretty high, but not as high as where we're at now, 6.50 inches of rainfall. And we talked last week that was going to put us probably somewhere in the top 20 of the of rainfall. And just checking on that here in Indianapolis, again, it's probably may jump us up just a little bit, and with more rain coming up later this week, we did end up finishing last year at 7.77 inches, so we are just shy of that. But right now we stand at 11th, and we still have, a week and a half to go. So record, by the way, is 8.60, set back in 1863. 2013 is second at 8.59. So I don't know if we'll get there. But look, we could tack on another half an inch. Let's just assume that we do. If we get a half an inch in Indianapolis in just this next week, and we'll still have, 3-4 days to go to wrap up April. Let's see, if we get a half an inch there, that'd put us close to 7.6. That would put us in the top 10. That would put us in the top 10 and just behind last year. Last year was the 8th wettest April at 7.77 inches. So, something that we'll be watching for sure. All right, so that's where we stand there. By the way, I mentioned that, the National Blended Model, so that takes us all the way out to basically the end of the month, next Wednesday. Coolest days that I mentioned, Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. The weekend, I have highs in the upper 60s. But it does appear Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that's the 28th, 29th, 30th, highs in the low to mid 70s. And again, coldest overnight low that I have in the extended is 47 degrees. That would be Tuesday morning. Okay, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice. I'm not going to give you the all clear just yet on planting, but we're getting closer. 8 to 14 day outlook, which takes us through May 3rd. Very strong signal for above average temperatures and moderate signal for above average precipitation. The May outlook, no strong signals either way for temperatures, and there are some hints that it might be a little bit wetter for the month of May. That outlook came out just a few days ago, middle of last week. For the month of May. They'll do a new one by the middle of next week, right before the end of the month. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, that'll do it for this week's podcast. We always love to hear your feedback. Shoot me an email anytime at marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can also reach me on social media, Marcus Bailey Weather on Facebook and TikTok, I believe. And then on Instagram and Twitter, it is @MarcusBailey. You can also get our forecast 24 hours a day on our website, wishtv.com, and, of course, our Storm Track 8 weather app. And you can get my forecast Monday through Friday on the TV side locally on Channel 8 in Central Indiana, Wish TV, and always streaming online worldwide at wishtv.com and click the live stream. That is from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon, and God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.